Hello, Geodum Reels back with another video, and before we get into the video, I just want to say, I've been feeling very out of it.
This flash is breaking. This vessel is too weak for my master plan.
Look, I've been feeling burnt out, and I've been feeling a lack of motivation to continue this channel, so I am thinking of quitting YouTube.
I will return one day with a permanent host.
It was a good run, but I say this is where it ends. So for the last time, like,
Farewell.
subscribe,
Until we meet again.
and I will see you guys
For that day will be the last.
in the future. That fall was strange and quick. But why do I feel less tired than just a couple seconds ago? Oh well. Besides that, I got a video I gotta record. Hey guys, Geodum Reels back with another video, and I'm an anime fan. But for this video, that is slightly less relevant because while what we are talking about does have an anime version, we are mainly talking about the manga. For those who have been living under Mount Augustus, anime is Japanese animated media that includes the likes of My Hero Academia, Demon Slayer, and Dungeon Meshi. Manga is basically the same, but instead of being animated, it's in comic format. Unlike Western comics, however, you read the pages in books from right to left instead of from left to right. My Hero Academia is a good example because, well, as I said before, it is an anime, but it did start as a manga. At the time of writing this, the main two mangas I read are One Piece, I'm at Wano Act 2 by the way, and the topic of this video, Chainsaw Man. A shonen manga, I'm not calling it an anime because the anime is so behind, following the story of Denji, a high school-aged boy, who, at a near-death experience, gained the heart of the Chainsaw Devil, aka Pochita, and a transformation into the titular Chainsaw Man. At the time of writing this, I am manga current, and I love the story. Besides its, let's say, strange motivations. And one day, I had the brilliant video idea to combine Chainsaw Man, a manga that barely has an anime, with Pokemon, an anime that barely has a manga. I know Pokemon has a long-running manga, but I don't know anybody that reads the manga with a completely different plot over the anime. In this video, I will be turning characters, creatures, moments, and symbols from Chainsaw Man into Fakemon for my Fakemon region, Capelago, a region loosely based on the many islands around the world, plus whatever I feel like adding. Obviously, there will be spoilers for the Chainsaw Man manga and slight anime spoilers. If you plan on reading it unspoiled and want to leave now, that's understandable. Just hit the like and subscribe buttons on the way up. This video will also have references to death, gun violence, and subtle body horror, and some images of gore, so proceed with that warning. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's get into Chainsaw Man x Pokemon. There is only one place we can start, and that is with the current Chainsaw Man, Denji. Denji is this 16-year-old boy who, as a child, killed his father in self-defense and got assigned his father's debt to the Yakuza upon his death. To collect the money to pay off the debt, Denji made a contract with a little dog version of the Chainsaw Devil, Pochita, to help him pay off the debt by fighting devils for the Mafia. On one mission for the Yakuza, they betray him by making a contract with the Zombie Devil and attacking him, ending him and Pochita. But in a twist of fate, a drop of his blood falls into Pochita's mouth. Devils in Chainsaw Man, no matter how dead they are, can consume blood to heal and regen in seconds. So Pochita offers to Denji to bring him back to life, where in turn Denji can show Pochita the world and show him his dreams. Denji accepts and gets the ability to turn into this combination between a human and a devil, whose name has been lost due to something we will talk about later. He goes on many adventures, meeting friends, fighting foes, in his end goal of getting a girlfriend and getting laid. Yeah. Besides that, for this Fakemon, I decided to make a 3-stage line representing different forms of the Chainsaw Devil that we see in the story. The first stage, Pochita. The second stage, Denji's chainsaw form during the Public Safety Saga. The third, the 4-armed true form of Chainsaw seen during the Control Devil arc. For the first stage, I basically was just stylizing Pochita to fit a more Pokemon-like style that the rest of the stages have. Not much different. But for the second stage, I had to make a new design. I had it resemble Denji in his public safety outfit by adding the white on the torso to resemble the shirt, and by making his black tie into his pull cord for his transformation. Also, don't mind the pink circle in this stage, for we will get to that. The blades on its hands are a reference to the chain strings that Denji gets in the Bomb Devil arc, and the blade pattern on its feet is a reference to when Denji gets his leg chainsaws in the same arc. Now, the final evolution is a different main color because the Famine Devil, Fami, describes this instance of Chainsaw Man. She describes it as black. She also describes Denji's normal Chainsaw Man form as red, but I digress. Its pupils are a reference to Chainsaw's eye socket shape, and its pull string is now the intestine scarf Chainsaw has in this form. The blades of the chainsaws are orange-red to reference not only its new type of fighting fire, but also a reference to the fight with Santa Claus in the International Assassins arc, where Denji coats his chainsaws in fire to stop the darkness regen. Also, quick side tangent, when we first see this form, we learn that the Chainsaw Devil specifically has the power to eat something and it be permanently erased from time, and all knowledge of that is gone, which is why we don't know the proper name for the human-devil combo of Denji. This is shown when, after dropping this info, Makima asks the other dude about Nazis, to which he didn't know because Chainsaw ate the Nazis in the past. So that's just a funny fact in the Chainsaw Man universe. Here is Pochain, the Chainsaw Dog Pokemon, from Pochita and Chainsaw, a fighting type. Overall, I am really happy with how this went, even if it's just a stylized Pochita from the actual series. Let's evolve it, shall we? Here is Denjane, the Chainsaw Boy Pokemon, from Denji and Chainsaw, a fighting type. I feel like for middle stage, which are usually pretty awkward transition stages, I think this is pretty good. One more evolution left. Here is Ypain, the Chainsaw Man Pokemon, from Wipeout, like the Chainsaw Devil does by eating, Chainsaw, and Pain, a fighting fire type. Usually I don't do abilities and all that jazz, but this entire line, along with most of the lines in this video, would have Intimidate as a hidden ability because devils represent the fear of whatever they are a devil of, and the more scared people are of that thing, the stronger the devil is. Next, let's make a Fakemon based on the Gun Devil. The Gun Devil is one of the main big bads that spans over multiple arcs in the series. The Gun Devil arc is where Denji properly fights Gun in the form of the Gun Fiend. A fiend in Chainsaw Man is when a devil possesses a human corpse to live in. They are distinguishable from other humans by their unique head protrusions each one has. One of the first examples we see is Power, a blood fiend that is a good friend to Denji throughout the Public Safety Saga. But the corpse of Gun possesses is that of Aki, a good friend of both Denji and Power. I would rant about how much I love the Gun Devil arc, but I am choosing to save that for its own video essay style video, so let's just get into the Fakemon. I made a single stage mon based on Aki, his cold personality, and the Gun Fiend. I also made it loosely based on Snow People, because he is made out of snow. It also has a snowball launcher for a left arm in place of the gun arm on the Gun Fiend, but also a reference to the snowball fight sequence of the fight between Gunfiend and Denji. I added coal arms to look like the sleeves of Aki's suit, and same for his legs. I made his hair and top knot ice, while also the gun protrusion on the face, which for the Fakemon is its one eye. I also added the pink circle here to help hint towards a different Pokemon we will get to. Here is Akind, the Fiend Pokemon, from Aki, Fiend, Friend, which Aki was to Denji, and End, from Aki's End of Life being the Gun Fiend, an Ice and Steel type. I'm really happy with this design, and I feel like I did my favorite Chainsaw Man arc huge justice. So now I will answer about the pink circles on Denjane and Akind. They are designed with a certain Fakemon in mind. Both Denji in the public safety and Aki are controlled by something. Heck, that was it. Control. The control devil, Makima specifically. She manipulates and controls those she deems lower than her. She has a lot of connections with chains, pun intended. So does Nayuta, the control devil after Makima dies at the end of the public safety saga. Control devil seems to have a lot of connections with dogs, specifically huskies, as Makima owned many dogs that were then owned by Denji and Nayuta after her passing. Let's get into the design. I made a single-stage wolf dogmon with stylized chains around it. The chains are these pink circles that the mon can control with the telekinesis from its psychic typing. Also because Makima's pink matches the type. And you could say hypnotism is a form of control, eh? Anyways, I gave it the signature control devil eyes and the colors of Makima, with the shiny colors based more on Nayuta. Here is Contraund, the control Pokemon, from Control and Hound, a psychic and dark type. I think I made the perfect balance of approachable yet ominous. And lastly, let's make a Fakemon based on Santa Claus. No, not that one. This one. It may or may not be the same one mentioned earlier. Santa Claus is a German assassin whose identity is very confusing. At first, it's implied that Santa Claus is this old dude. Then it's implied that this young man is Santa. Then it's shown that this woman is all three of them and also Santa. But then on, Santa is the woman, and it's very confusing. It also said that Santa made a deal with the Doll Devil, while it also was implied that it might be the Doll Devil, so it's just way too confusing for me. But Santa is one of my favorite designed villains, especially from its arc, so I wanted to make a Pokemon out of it. I started thinking of what to do for it when I remembered another Santa Claus-inspired Pokemon-related creature, Delibird. While Delibird did get Iron Bundle as an upgrade, Delibird still doesn't have that much, so I made a cross-gen evolution for the little Santa bird. I made the floof that worked as a beard bigger to not only grow the beard as it evolves, but also to resemble Santa's fur coat when we first see the woman version of Santa. I made the feather spikes on the head reminiscent of the horns in Santa's Darkness Devil form. I made the beak more doll-like to resemble the doll mouth. I also added the extra wings from the floof because if you look at the extra arms on Santa, they come from her neck and not from where her arms are on her torso. I added the green eyes and the blue from the official color render of Santa, and the center orb, lore-wise, was the bag tail that shifted upwards during evolution. Here is Santaman, the assassin Pokemon, from Santa and Mammon, the demon of greed, an ice and dark type. Delibird evolves into Santaman when it is given the item Dark Skin Snacks, because Santa transforms into this form that is based on when she eats some of the Darkness Devil's flesh. I normally don't do this, but I thought of a custom ability. Flesh of Darkness. Flesh of Darkness allows the user to get hit by a Dark-type move, and it would gain the amount of health that it would have dealt in damage. Fortunately though, the user takes super effective damage from any light-based attack. This ability is a reference to the Denji and Santa fight, where when Santa goes into the darkness, she can regenerate anything because she ate a part of the Darkness Devil, so Denji lights his chainsaws on fire to light her up so she can't regenerate. All in all, I'm happy with this evolution, even if it's a bit unorthodox for Delibird. And there you have it, Chainsaw Man if it were Pokemon. What do you guys think of the designs? Tell me in the comments. If all goes according to plan, this should be uploaded on a Tuesday. But it's not just some random Tuesday. Today is Chainsaw Man Chapter Tuesday. Every other Tuesday, a new chapter of Chainsaw Man manga is released. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna go read the latest chapter. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the future.